it's running.
Okay. Alisha, you filled out an interest survey, and you chose space as your topic to do your research on. Why did you choose space? What interests you about it?
What interests me about it is that space is infinite. It doesn't stop, and we're learning more and more about it.
Interesting. Should I wait? Okay. So now, in doing your project using the iPad, do you think that when somebody reads this, that they are going to learn a lot more using the iPad versus your paper book that you made?
I think they would learn a lot more using the iPad because it's sort of like the upgraded version of the book. Because the book is just for taking notes and drawing like a rough sketch of how it might go.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of maybe what the iPad and the apps would offer somebody reading it versus the book version?
Well, the iPad has all these videos, and you can take pictures off from the internet. For example, like this. And you can't do that on the book.
Now show a page out of your book and what that looks like. Okay, so that page, for example, is the black hole, right?
Yes.
And there you did your research and all your writing. So if we were going to do a book, we would type that up.
Yeah, and these wouldn't look exactly
like the book.
eye-attracting, like the book, like the iBook here, because these are just rough sketches of the pictures that I might want to put somewhere.
Okay, now show your black hole page.
I made some modifications to it, so it looks like this. So the entire page is not covered in words, but you can just tap on this audio button to listen. A black hole's gravity is really powerful, so anything, even light that gets close enough, gets sucked inside its massive gravitational pull. Yep.
Alisha, that's a great example. Okay, now, you as a reader going in, or the researcher, do you think you learned more from researching on the internet and getting pictures and videos versus just reading maybe a book in the library?
I think I learned more using the internet rather than reading a book, because the internet offers almost a lot of information that the books usually don't have.
Yeah. And for example, maybe a video, right?
Yeah. You can listen to someone talking about it instead of just reading a book.
Could you show us one of your pages where you used creativity to share your message with the reader? Okay, show us that one. Tell us about that.
This one has an imported video through it, so they can learn more than just reading this text.
So you found that video. Is there anything that you created yourself that delivers the message of the letter on the page?
Yes.
Could you show us that?
This one. I used Doodlecast Pro to make this video here. This is how the Kuiper belt is well set up. That is the sun, and these are the orbits of the planets. I was able to talk.
Now I will show you the planet.
And draw at the same
Planets
time.
here are going to be red.
Could you show us another example of where you used a different app to be creative on one of your pages?
Yes. In this one, I use Puppet Pals, the older version, to create a video about Hubble's law.
Hi, my name is Harry the astronaut, and I'm here to teach you about Hubble's law. Hubble's law is the law of physics that states that the farther a galaxy is away from us, the faster it is moving. He proposed it in 1929.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us about your project or the process? What was the best part? What was also something that you might have found a little bit challenging too?
What I found challenging about this was I found that I needed to do a rough draft first. So I did every letter of the alphabet right here into this book as a rough draft. And then I had to sort of import it into the iPad.
Okay, so that was challenging. And what are you most proud of?
I am most proud of this page. I just think the way its color is and the way I put a video in it is really good.
And what are you hoping to do with your book when you're totally finished with it?
I'm going to finish it and maybe show it to my teacher or something.
Would you show it to classes of kids?
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you think they're going to say?
I don't know yet.
You think they're going to think it's cool?
Yeah.
It's going to keep their interest?
Mhm.
Are they going to giggle at some parts with Harry the astronaut?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good job.
Thanks, Alisha.